Guys, welcome to my channel. Man, this stupid thumbnail has been popping up on my feed lately. Rob Christian Schools Ramsey, right? By Rob Christian. This guy is absolutely obsessed with Islam. He cannot help it by trying to debunk Islam. Alright, let's just into it.
Excuse me? Yeah, you. Quick question. Are you a Christian?
Me? Yeah, why?
Yo, come here. What if I told you that Jesus Christ in the New Testament condoned marrying 3-year-olds?
I would say you're an fool and a deceiver just like your God, Allah.
What? You called Allah a deceiver? Have you read your own Arabic Bible? In many versions, God is described with terms like Al-Makir in response to evil people. You are just mocking your own scripture to attack Islam.
One is on accident and the other one...
Everything they tell you.
Yeah, and don't do what they do because they are hypocrites who don't practice what they preach. You're not an illiterate like your prophet, are you? Don't stop. You have to continue. Just read.
Oh, you are crying because Ramsey didn't mention Matta 23:2-3 fully, because that verse is a fabrication. Modern biblical scholars confirm it's not in the Q source. Matta added it to please the Jews. Okay?
The text. When they are teaching you the law, then do what they teach you when it's relevant to what the law says. Just don't behave.
Good for you. So give me that. Let me see here. What does it say? A girl who is 3 years and 1 day old, whose father arranged her betrothal, is betrothed through intercourse?
First of all, we Christians don't care what the Jewish Talmud says. It came centuries
But Jesus cared according to the gospel.
after Jesus. And by the way, Jesus condemned traditioners who upheld human customs side of their demise. And it came to fulfillment 70 AD. So after 70 AD, there is no authority within Jewish literature. Website, it's done. Furthermore, not that I want to defend the Talmud in any shape or form, but the Talmud does not condone sleeping with 3-year-olds, and they even make it clear on the website you are reading from, ya Jahil. It is
Wow, bro. Let's look at the real context from your own Christian brother Ted Pike. He exposed that the Talmud Sanhedrin 55b legally allows intercourse with that girl of 3 years and 1 day. You are just a Judaizer defending a book that says your Jesus is in the hellfire, right? Guys, okay, so guys, we are now at the Ted Pike's Other Israel documentary 1987.
Christ also called the Pharisees adulterers, an adulterous generation. The Talmud provides generous loopholes for adultery. It says the penalty for adultery does not include sex with a minor, the wife of a minor, or the wife of a heathen. The Talmud also encourages seduction of unwed adolescent girls called designated bondmaids. But it's important how such rapes are performed. With the designated bondmaid, one is guilty only in the case of natural connection, but not in the case of perverse connection. The Pharisees reason that rape in a perverted manner is outside the jurisdiction of the law. Normal rape, however, was punishable. In Babylon, sexual perversion of every kind had been a way of life for millenniums. The Pharisees were deeply influenced by such practices.
In 3 of the major treatises of the Talmud are found extensive passages which give legal endorsement to seduce and marry 3-year-old baby girls. In fact, many of the greatest rabbis of the Talmud, including Simeon ben Yochai, upheld this privilege. Today in Israel, thousands of Jews go to Meron every year to venerate the memory of Simeon ben Yochai, one of the most respected rabbis in the history of Judaism.
In one of dozens of endorsements of child sex, Simeon ben Yochai said, A proselyte under the age of 3 years and a day is permitted to marry a priest. Agreeing with Ben Yochai, the great Rabbah said, when a grown-up man has intercourse with a little girl, it is nothing. For when the girl is less than this, 3 years and a day, it is as if one put the finger into the eye. The footnote to this passage says, as tears come to the eye again and again, so does virginity come back to the little girl under 3 years.
Astaghfirullah.
The same section confirms that sexual activity with small boys is in the same category. The intercourse of a small boy is not regarded as a sexual act. In addition to adulterers, Christ, in the story of the Good Samaritan, portrayed the Pharisees as racial bigots.
Okay, so let's stop here.
To justify and condone.
Wow, we misquote everything, right? What about the Alma and the Betula of the Isaiah?
The fact that your prophet slept with a little girl and it's halal to marry and great little girls in Islam, even if such a little
Kitab of the Radd al-Alamin
girl is too young of age.
What? You translated Saminatun as Khabi girl? Are you a scholar or a joker? In fiqh, it refers to a healthy body that has reached puberty, and tahtamil means biological capability. What you had been translated.
As long as she is chubby enough to handle the manhood and the intercourse according to your scholars.
I'll tell you what, since we're already on the topic.
Since we are on the topic, why don't we talk about this? Your false PDF file prophet took a 6-year-old.
Wow. Okay, so now discuss about it. Aisha radiallahu anha's sister was Asma radiallahu anha, who was 10 years older than her. During Hijrah, she was 27 years old. That means Aisha radiallahu anha was 17 years old during Hijrah. They started living together 2 years after Hijrah. So it means she was 9
and did the deed with her when she was 9 years old. And then to Mecca. You guys, she wasn't 3. She was a young woman who carried gallons and gallons of water to feed.
You say Rebecca carried gallons of water, so she must be an adult? What a lie, bro. According to your own traditional rabbis, according to your own tradition, Seder Olam Rabbah directly says she was only 3 years old.